Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. How are we preparing for Fed Jerome Powell, the FOMC report? This is going to be a very interesting video. I hope you'll join us. So first of all, let's have a quick look. This is where we'll be live this afternoon for Fed Jerome Powell FOMC report. We are predicting a 0.25. However, that doesn't mean to say the markets will rally and go up. We're going to discuss it now very quickly in a very short video and show you exactly what we've done to prepare for it. And so far, it's gone exactly as planned. So before I give you my magic sauce and tell you what's going to happen to the markets, click subscribe and ring the bell if you've done that, because you want to be notified when we go live this afternoon. And have you smashed the like button as well? You done all that stuff? Leave a comment below the video. Let me know your predictions. All right. And this is going to be exciting. So look at my portfolio down today. We knew it would go down. We prepared for it. What did we do? Well, let's have a quick look. Let's go into some detail. What we did, first of all, I sold some VU. Not all of it. I sold some VU. I took some off the top. Let me scroll down and share with you. This is my actual position, my actual money. Here's my VU, and as you can see, it dropped. I sold just 4 shares of VU last night. I'm already up, I'm making money, but I trimmed off the top. It was 50% of my portfolio. So in a bear market rally, you want stability, you want dividends, you want security, you want peace of mind and calmness. Also, what I did was I've made some money on Amazon, and I sold Amazon as well. I sold 5 shares of Amazon. That money then went into my main brokerage account, and that took me up to a couple of grand. So where has the $800 gone this morning? As you can see, 1,200 left. Where's the money gone? Well, if I come back to this screen, you will see exactly what I did with my money. First of all, I decided to go to Virgin Orbit, which I've been to the space station in the UK. I don't think this is going to go down much more than 150, for even at 160. And this is my Roth IRA position. I had some money in there this morning I brought in, and I was down 24%, and I bought it. I'm now down 10.7, so I've massively improved my position. I don't see this stock being affected by whatever Jerome Powell says. It's already been sold down to, I think, its lowest price. I don't think it's going to go much lower. It might go 1 or 2%. That doesn't matter. I was down 24%. So I used some of my money to buy that. What else did I do? Well, I also bought another stock this morning, which I also feel is a good investment, and that is Next Era Energy. Next Era Energy, I was down, I think, 6.5%. I doubled my position, which took me down to about 3%. Since I've done it, it's gone down a bit more. Now, some people are predicting 69. I don't know about that. I haven't got a crystal ball. I can't tell you what price it's going down to, but the company is doing well. I like this company. It did get beaten up on its earnings. It did beat the earnings, which was dramatically lowered because of macro conditions, but it beat it. However, the forward projection for inflation and costs have affected the stock price, so it's gone down. But it pays a good dividend. The dividend alone is worth the investment. It's a dividend of 2.27. So there you go. That's what I have done. It's gone down. It's gone down a little bit more. I might even add a bit more now, down another percent. I think I'm going to wait now to Jerome Powell. So there we go. There's my positions this morning. What do you think? Are you prepared for Jerome Powell? Now, if you want to join us live on the show, if you click up here, that will take you to the actual event, which is this event here on this screen. This is Fed Jerome Powell today. Now, when we did this before, we had a huge audience of 6,000, about 3 or 4 meetings ago. The last couple weren't quite as busy, but 3 or 4 ago, we had about 6,000. It's a very, very big part of our show, and we look forward to it. So are you prepared? Have you trimmed? Are you prepared for a drop? Now, remember, there are a few scenarios that we could get. Everyone's going, well, if it's 0.25, the market's going to rally. Let's discuss the options. Number 1, if it's 0.5, the markets are going to sell off between 5 and 10%. Pretty much guarantee that. Okay, nothing's guaranteed, but that's how we feel very strongly. If it's 0.5, we're going to go down because we've already priced in a 0.25. So there'll be a mass selling. Plus, it means we're not getting on top of inflation. It means the Fed are being even more hawkish, and they're going to continue the 0.5%. We don't think so. 90% of the markets believe 0.25. So if it's a 0.5, we're going down 5-10%. So we're prepared for that. We've taken some profits off the table. We've still got $1,200 here. We've also bought Next Era Energy, which has gone down today. We bought VOO. We've halved our loss there. So that was good. However, if it's a 0.75, then the market's going to go down 20%, right? It's going to be all hell breaks loose. No one predicts that. If it's 0.25, which is as we expected, we've already priced that in. So there's not necessarily going to be a rally. There could still be a sell-off. Why? Because we've already built it in. The markets now know that's where we are. The markets rely on forecasts they can predict. They want to just know where they're going. They want to be certain. They love stability and certainty. So now we have a 0.25 that the markets will feel confident. Doesn't necessarily mean they'll bounce all the way up and take off, which could happen. But what most likely will happen, there'll be some trimming off. Even if we have a bit of a rally, there'll be some trimming off. People will take profits and then buy it back again. And that's when the real rally will continue. That's 0.25. If we get zero, right, we get zero. In other words, the Fed have pivoted. They've not reduced rates, but they haven't increased any more. They're holding where we are, because that's what it means if we don't have another rate hike. It just goes to zero, so there's no more rate hikes. Then the market will rally 10 to 20%. That'll be great. The chances of that is extremely unlikely. However, what we do know is Fed Jerome Powell has said he is going to keep the pressure on. He can always undo it if he goes too far. I don't think anyone thinks he's gone too far. There's a little bit of a chance he may have gone too far. So the zero is a chance, but very unlikely. More than likely, 0.25. So to confirm, if we get a 0.25, we might get a bit of a rally, and then it will sell off because profits will be taken. It may even go down. But remember, there's one final scenario. The important point, more than the rate hikes themselves, it's what he says in the press conference at the end when he takes questions. That's when we see the real volatility. If he says it's 0.25, but I'm going to go another 6 months, another year of rate hikes, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25 every month, then we're still going to go up, a lot higher. And that is the bigger problem. So it's not the 0.25 that's the problem. It's how many times he continues to raise the rates. So that's what we're looking at today. So we've taken our positions. We've done the right thing. As you can see, my portfolio is looking pretty healthy. It's coming back up now. We trimmed off VOO. That was the right thing to do. How do you do? We trimmed off on Amazon. That was the right thing to do. How do you do? And Virgin Orbit, we bought the dip this morning and it's risen so far. It's been the right thing to do. It hasn't popped up. We don't expect it to pop up. There's no good news. I've just lowered my average. And finally, my other point was Next Era Energy. And okay, this is where I bought it. It's not gone up or down any further. So looks pretty safe to me. I've lowered my average from what was 6% down to 3.86. There you go. So what do you think? Are you prepared for Jerome Powell? If you are and you want to join us, you can join us live on the show. If you click up here, that will take you to the live event. So click up here, take you to the live event. This is what you're going to see, and it's going to be an explosive afternoon. One way or another, a lot is going to happen. So there you go. Until next time. Until this afternoon, take care of yourselves and each other.